We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Ready, set! Set, hut! 50, green! Hut, hut!
Here's Love looking to pass on the first play. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Hey, look at this Packers defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on, top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So this defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun. Love. That one complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Cut! Cut!
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go.
Burrow now off the bootleg. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talked about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football.
16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll. Picked off by Deion Henley. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field and like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Burrow looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here's Burrow. Now a run here off the arc. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Dorian Williams who got there for the sack.
It's 2nd down.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Luther Burden, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Yellow, 22, ready.
Love now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Dolphins at 3-6 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. It's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Love. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Throwing, Love. His pass caught at the 4. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Let's ready.
Love looking to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown. Jalen Warren taking it in. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Gun. Got. 180.
Evans comes in motion right. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's complete to Michael Wilson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
On 1, ready?
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
It's 2nd down.
On 1, ready?
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
On one, right?
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line.
180. Place hot. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
11. 180. Stop.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
180.
To the air again, Burrow. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Okay, right.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
33. Yellow. Steel. Black.
Now Love. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set. Ready. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw now. Here's Love. Completes this one to Pickens. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
Here we go, set. 50, green. Ready, go.
Love, they go play action now. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Quiddy Pay drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Here we go, here we go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Pass caught by Fannin. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Play action. It's Burrow. He'll try to pick it up himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way down to the 29. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
And the Packers
12.
first down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Right, 11. 11.
In motion goes the tight end. Now it's Burrow. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Gun. Stop.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take
First
over
down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Check view. Hut.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Deion Henley there on the tackle.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Ready?
Play fake. Here's Love. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far to scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Burrow. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Taken in at the 22. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
On the ready.
Looking to put a drive together.
Yellow, one. Here we go. Here we go. 45. White. Hut.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Here we go. Set. Set.
Stay on his feet. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Come on. Set. Hut. Hut.
Love now. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jordan Love, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Here we go. Here we go.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got this complete to Burden. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Burrow now off the bootleg. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep and go play action with Burrow. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Let's go now.
Following the interception, Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Ready.
Love looking to throw it. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Blue, set, hut.
Throwing. Love. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Ready, break.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
Let's go. Set, hut.
Here's Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
52 blue. Ready.
Again, it's Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal.
Down. Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Darren Waller laying himself out in the end zone. And the the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hey, can.
Burrow will throw. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Here we go. Stop.
Now Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now Love. Now he's going to step up and run. They shakes him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Set.
Love from the gun. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30. Looking to put a drive together.
Gun. Can.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
11, mighty. 11. Here we go, here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Right 80. Right hot. Stop.
To the air again, Burrow. Open man down the field. That's Burden. Touchdown, Packers. Luther Burden with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Ryland on for the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is going to be Packer football.
So a turnover there on the kickoff, and don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Now he'll tuck this and run. This one he stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On 1, right? It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the
11, 12. Right 80. Right up.
Burrow on play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dorian Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 1.
On 1, right?
The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6.
Right 80. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. This is caught. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, A loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Again, it's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over first and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 3rd and 2.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
To throw now. Here's Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Down. Ready?
Off the play fake, Love. Now he's going to step up and run. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll try the left side. Goodson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 55 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Love. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Let's go now. Red, 38. Mega.
On 1st down, Goodson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Miami, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.